Hey basketball players, today I am going to be breaking down Trae Young and how he is able to use screens to help himself score and help others on his team score as well. Let's get down and let's check out Trae Young. Okay, so in this first clip we have Trae Young in the top right of the screen. He's going to be using a quick screen from this player here, and he's going to be then popping off of that screen. Now, something that he does really well is the fact that he has pretty well unlimited range from pretty much anywhere on the court. Now, the reason why this is a thing for him and a few other players in the NBA as well as in Atlanta is the fact that Atlanta's practice court actually has a 4-point line. And they like to try and practice 4-point shots. Now, this is something that they thought about testing out in the NBA, but I don't think it's ever going to come. However, if it does, Trae Young is going to be jacking up 4-point shots like there is no tomorrow. However, what's going to happen is in this play is as soon as he sees that his player gets hung up on a screen, he is going to jack up every single shot that he is able to get off, and of course he scores every single one, it seems like. Here we have another screen right at the logo. Now, instead of using that screen, he does a quick killer crossover towards the direction of where that screen is coming from. Now, if you're looking to have an open court to your advantage, this is something that you can do to your defender and be extremely successful with it. Now, what happens here is he does a killer crossover in the direction of the screen, which then gets his defender to fight through the screen and have nobody else to cover him. So then in that case, now he pulls up from about 4 feet, 3 feet outside of the NBA three-point line and drains that shot as well. You cannot give Trae Young any at all. No, you cannot give him any area to shoot. He is too good. Now in this next clip, he has a brush screen, which in my opinion, this is what I call a brush screen, which is basically a screen that doesn't have anything to do with a screen, but it makes the defender think that there's a screen. And then he's able to then do a quick crossover through the legs, which is allowing him to stop his momentum in that direction. Now, if you can hop into, watch, he hops into it. This is why you want to hop into your crosses. It's able to help you change directions quickly. Then he's able to then get his foot down or feet down. After that cross, bang, hop into his shot, and then he's able to get up that shot and able to drain that shot from a huge distance. Now, this all started, of course, from the screen, made that defender want to move up and around that screen, which gave him momentum because his feet are in front of his body, so he's able to drag back a lot farther than where he needed to be. What allowed Trae Young to be able to then have the ability to shoot is he hopped into a crossover, hopped out of the crossover into his shooting form, and then he was able to drain it. Now, this is using a screen without really using the screen at all. So we have a pass up to Trae Young. His defender is giving him space because he may have been beat multiple times that game off the dribble, and of course when you start getting beat, you start giving room to your shooting person you're defending anyways. Either way, what happens is you start giving him space, and as a player who shoots a lot, you need to start driving towards the rim so this can happen for you. If a player starts sagging off on you, you need to make them pay for it. And this is how he does it. He gets that ball, he's already looking at that rim. This player should have been sprinting up to Trae Young, but he was not. And then he starts acting like he needs to fight through that screen, even though that screen is there, but it's not being used because Trae Young is shooting that ball. And of course, Trae Young makes the shot. Now, this is what we call a hedge. A hedge is when the player who's screening for you, his defender pops out to try and block your shot or stop your forward progression towards the rim. Now, as a player who's screening and you know that your defender is going to be popping out and hedging strong, you really need to then roll towards the basket. You may not have time to then roll your right shoulder, in this case, towards the rim. You just need to do a full out sprint towards the rim. And of course, Trae Young is a really good passer. He's able to get behind that defender, and that his player was able to finish with a dunk. But if it wasn't for him rolling this way and not traditionally rolling that right shoulder down, if it wasn't for that, he may not have had that ability to get that basket. Now, as a player who can shoot the ball extremely well, what's going to happen is your defenders are going to come up very tight and stop you from shooting. What you need to do then is to drive towards the basket and be successful. Either make a pass for an assist or get a layup or a dunk yourself, because then that defender is going to sag off and you can bang those shots like Trae Young. You can also, when a screen is coming towards you, do a killer crossover in the direction as that screener, pull back, and then you can drain that shot as well. I hope that this video has helped you become a better shooter, but also a better playmaker. If it has, hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again next time.